Drone photography for me, it's been a passion ever since I seen the first drone fly. My first drone was a Phantom 2 in 2016. Then I moved quickly onto the Mavic Pro in 2018, which I used for many years, but decided in 2024 that I needed something a little bit smaller that I could carry and be more adaptable. So I purchased the DJI Mini 3, and that's currently the drone I use today. From buying that first Phantom, I was hooked instantly. The best light ever for drone photography. I think I've got maybe one of my best drone images. Over the years I've used it in so many different places for a lot of video work, but also it's been an invaluable tool that I carry with me all the time and something that I just enjoy flying. I found the drone so much fun to use, but it's not just a fun toy, but it's a safety tool. It's something I've used to check what's in front of me, what the weather's going to do, where my route is. It's been such an advantage in the mountains when you're not quite sure what's in front of you, what's above you. I've even been asked to search for people with it, so it's become a safety tool. It's been a route planner. Like I say, up in the mountains, try to find your way, not sure of your way, get the drone up. Looking what the weather's going to be like, what's in front of you, what to expect as a photographer when it's a little bit foggy and hazy, and you can fly that drone and have a look round and see where that fog is, that haze is, where the mist is, and head there. It's been such an advantage of having a drone in my camera bag. But it's a camera, and that's what I intend to use it for photography reasons. Yes, it's great for B-roll, but really it's my camera in the sky, it's my tall tripod, and it's something that I love using. I find it hard to compose images with a drone, but you need to get it up, you need to fly, you need to get it out there, have a look round. Probably with the first battery, the first 10 minutes, you're just looking for compositions. Yes, sometimes it's obvious where the road is and you can see the road, and you can use leading lines and things like that. But really, until you get that drone up in the air, you don't know what the composition is going to be. You've just got to be prepared to know what you're doing, learn the controls, use it efficiently in the right circumstances, and then the compositions will come to you. I can remember when I first bought the Mavic Pro, and I was doing the NC 500, and I was so excited to fly it up in Scotland, and it rained every day. It was horrendous, but I did manage to get it up a little bit and do a bit of B-roll of the van driving through the beautiful mountain range of Scotland. Snowdonia is another fantastic place to fly a drone over the mountains and the lakes, and there's some absolutely stunning roads to get the drone up and get it following the camper. So that's something else I really enjoy doing. For me, it is the photography though. It's the photography that I use it for. And in 2024 I managed to capture some really pleasing images. The first one was local, and it's actually from a golf course, and It was one of my favourites of the year, and it was early on in 2024. We predicted fog low down in the valley, and it's exactly what we got. So I got the drone up, it was patchy fog running through the trees of the golf course, and it was just a beautiful sight to see. Local to me, there was a barn that I'd shot previously that year. Now this is about April time, and I'd managed to get a long exposure shot, but I went back and flew the drone just to see if there was any other compositions. I couldn't get in the field, so the drone was that way of getting it in the field. And when I flew round the back of the barn, oh wow, if only I could get an image from there, which is the back side of it, I managed to get this shot. The next location is the Dutch barn in Dorset, and it's in another field. I'm going to get the drone out and just see if I can change the composition and get a totally different composition with the drone. This next shot is one of my favourites from 2024. All I needed was the light. Summer was fastly approaching, and I didn't really fly the drone at all. And then autumn came along, and I managed to capture one or two images from Cannock Chase, looking straight down onto the road, getting some nice shapes. And then probably my favourite image of the year, which is when we headed up to Scotland, and I managed to capture this shot from Glencoe. So I hope you've enjoyed that little look back in the history of my drone photography, from the Phantom 2, which was a nightmare to carry, as you can imagine, a big massive thing, to then the Mavic Pro, which was fantastic. And then as things got on, I bought this little Mini 3, which is brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant because I can just stick it in the bag. It's as big as a lens, very, very light, and then you've got the controller with the screen on as well, which is brilliant. I'll give you a little tip on how I get sharp images and a lot of detail in my images with my drone photography. What I do with a lot of them is I pano them, but I overlap the images, so I've got all that detail in the image to be able to be quite aggressive with the edit. And with a Mini 3, and I think the 4 does it as well, I assume it does, is where we can go into portrait mode as well, and that's why I like it. Yes, it does pixel shift at 48 megapixel, and yes, I've done that, and I've still panoed it as well, just to get as much detail out of that image as possible. So there's just a little tip for you. So just I do a manual pano, probably 3 shots. Really overlap the image at least 50%, 50 to 70%, just to get lots of information stored on this bad boy. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.